Well, it's a great day in the Wenaha. Saturday, September 18th, and my good friend and hunting partner Bruce Wald has joined me on this hunt to call for me. And this morning we lit out a camp at dark 30 and headed out into the wilderness. And as we were dropping down the benches, we could hear the bulls bugling way down in the bottom. And so Bruce and I kept on trudging ahead, and here we are about 3.5 miles from the nearest road, and we stumbled upon about 3 or 4 bugling bulls down in this hole. This bull was all by himself, and I came down a trail and I saw him standing there at about 60 yards looking right at me. And we had a stare off for a good minute or two, and then he started that bark alarm. And I thought, oh, the show's over, but he just really kind of turned and just walked down the hill, and he kept barking. So I thought I'd get on the high side and just follow him down. And I got above him, and the wind was perfect. And you know, I tried to sneak in silent on him, and he barked a couple more times. And meanwhile, all the bulls on the other side of this little drainage were just going nuts, and Bruce was back there just bugling and had them all worked up. And next thing you know, I decided to hit the hoochie mama and see if I could turn this fella around, and he responded with a bugle, and I could hear some sticks snapping, and he started coming up the trail, and I knocked an arrow and I hit the hoochie mama again, and then I saw his horns emerging through these yew wood trees. It's real thick in some of these areas, and he stepped out in the clear. I was at full draw for a good 2 minutes, and I didn't know if I could hold it any longer, and I just said, please take 2 more steps and I got you. And he did. He stepped out in the clear. I judged him for 30 yards, put that 30-yard pin dead center behind the shoulder there, and let her rip. And Corey Miller at XXX Archery put some new crests on my arrows and some white knocks to help me see the flight of my arrow better. And I just watched the arrow just bury dead center, right on target. Bull whirled and took off down the hill, kind of at a quartering down the canyon angle. And well, you know, you do what you do. I marked the tree where I shot, marked the tree where the bull was standing, and then I headed up the hill and hit the cow call 3 times, which was my signal to Bruce that I wanted him to come towards me. He chirped back. We did it again. I got up about 200 yards from where I shot, and met up with Bruce and told him what happened, and we came down and found the blood trail. Well, there really wasn't much of a blood trail. The hit was a little bit high in the lungs, but I felt real confident that it was a dead bull. We followed his hoof tracks, went about 30-40 yards, found my arrow laying in his trail, covered in blood, as you can see. But there really was no blood trail, so I just figured, you know, that bull's dead, and he's got to be laying up here within 50 yards. I come around the hill here. Bruce was behind me a ways, kind of still looking for blood, and hallelujah, here we are. My Wenaha bull, 2010. I waited 15 years for this, and I couldn't be happier. Thanks, Bruce, for being along for the ride.
Oh, thanks for having me, and congratulations.
Right on, man.